Gay guys, were you in court today? The LP lawyer said. In cross examination, the sky is not your limit, but it must be tied to the facts of the case. So today, I'm going to be taking you through cross examination, re examination, and the tenets for the admission of a witness's statement on oath. Follow me, guys. Yo, one leg up, one leg up. Welcome back to my channel. If you are just joining me, oh, thank you so much. I say thank you. If you have been here, oh my God, I say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love ya. It is Obehi and the law, and I'm back with a very, very juicy gist about today. Yes, the court sat today, the PEPT continues, and we are following back to back, even if they did not allow all of us to enter court. And even if they did not allow for it to be aired, but I can understand why, and I will give you some reasons. Okay, so in court today, we had one of the witness from LP give his evidence. Now, the matter is still with reference to disqualification of the president and his vice president on the cases of, double nomination and the drug case. Oh my God. So we had the person of a doctor, I would withhold his name, come in here. He was called to the Nigerian bar in 2003. My father, in 2000, sorry, he's 23 years in the bar. Yeah. Sorry, sir. 2000, he was called, and I don't know, I just saw this experience in the way in which he was answering the cross examination. Now, my first question was, is it that Olani Pekun did not prepare or what, with reference to him? Is it that he did not prepare for the case? Because I don't understand why, some questions were not. See, I know that, see, let me tell you, something happens when you're doing cross examination. You try to, first of all, attack the personality of the person who is giving, the evidence, just to probe more. Because trust me, if that person is not, you know, up to standard in court. Like, for example, if you are maybe a drug dealer or an ex-convict or something like that, and they attack your personality, then it simply means no truth can come from you. And you must have sworn by the Bible or the Quran. So in cross-examination, you try to attack first of all the personality, and then you try to now attack the validity of the evidence this person is trying to tender before the court, especially the exhibits. Yeah, that is trying to tender before the court. So, well, I don't know. A lot of people was going about, you're from a particular place, you're coming, you're Amako or whatever. I don't know where he's from, Amoka. Yeah, and he was like, okay, you're from Amoka. You were involved in one crisis, blah blah blah, and the guy kept leading him back. That I'm sorry. For the evidence that I've tendered before this court has nothing to do with crisis. The statement on oath, I did not depose to any crisis. So where is this coming from? And so the LP lawyer had to object to, like, guy, where you dey go? There's no crisis here. Even if you are trying to, if I said, oh, did you vote during the election? I said, yes, in front of my house, the polling unit in front of my house, blah, blah, blah. The guy was just, giving it to him back to back, and it was really funny. And trust me, the courts, they tried to bring in humor once, so that, everybody is, lightheaded for the whole thing. Nobody's feeling too bad, even though the case is a case. I know a lot of Nigerians did not sleep well, especially for obedience. They did not sleep well. Like, are you for real? Tinubu has finally achieved his lifelong ambition of being the president of Nigeria. I totally get. But the truth is, we need to calm down and allow God to work. I'm a lawyer. I feel bad when people say, oh, the judiciary has failed us and all of that. I know one or two things may have happened, but I want you to trust God for this case and believe that if indeed your mandate was stolen by APC, Egbekegbe, you will collect it back. APC, Egbekegbe, they go give una back. Don't worry yourself, because I know how people they feel. A lot of people are sad, a lot of people are angry, and all of that. But God will do it, okay? So now back to the case. Now the doctor was trying to lead him back to the case, like, guy, you're going away from what we asked. That was why that statement was made by the LP lawyer, advising Olani Pekun that, see, cross-examination allows you to, go away, go far and wide, because it helps you to dig deep, to get into those points, those salient areas, those subtle areas, and then bring something to, nail your, you nail it on your defense. But at the same time, you need to be very, very careful, because it has to be tied to the facts of the case. You understand? So now going to the facts of the case, he kept asking some kind of very funny questions like, okay, did you read the statements before? Will you be surprised if there was nothing like that there? The man said, I will be surprised because we have the CTC copy where the court actually fined Tinubu $460,000. And now I'm going to be explaining something to us. He first started by saying, do you know that the case is civil? And then doctor answered him, that's the witness on oath, told him, he said, yes, it is civil forfeiture. Now let me give a bit of a lecture here. Civil forfeiture there are three types of forfeiture in the USA law. We have the civil, we have the criminal, and we have the administrative. Now, for criminal, it's usually with reference to a crime, and the trial is usually done with, at the end of the day, there's this criminal conviction that comes with it, and it is to the individual. But when it is civil forfeiture, it simply means that the person has absconded. So what the court is left with is the property or the proprietary evidence to the crime that was committed. Do you understand? And so that is what the court would use. And in this case, it was the drugs, the narcotic drugs and all of that that they found and everything else. That's what the court could hold, because Tinubu, realizing that his plans did not work and he was wanted, he ran to Nigeria, or I don't know where he ran to Haisha. Allegedly, Sha ran away. He absconded and all of that. So that is why they called it civil forfeiture. He was not available for his trial, and the judgment was given in absentia of the criminal himself, as per the convict, himself, or the person who committed the crime. Permit my use of words, the person who committed or who was alleged to have committed the crime. So judgment was given against him in his absence. Okay, and then again, they made reference to a letter in 2003. Now, I'm wondering in my heart, that was a letter of clearance for Tinubu, which was issued from the US consulate, claiming that anything that has to do with crime or criminal allegation is negative. You understand? I'm going to be sharing that letter. You will see it on the screen right now. It's going to pop up right now. So I'm now wondering who drafted that letter, because there's already a CTC judgment which convicts Tinubu of a crime and ordering that a fine of $460,000 be paid since he was nowhere to be found. So now my question is, who wrote that letter to the IGP as at that time, telling him that, bro, stay away, this man is okay, he's good to go? I don't know. So it's a lot. I don't know. And then again, a re-examination is only possible when a shadow or an iota of doubt has been cast in the minds of the judges with reference to the cross-examination. They have been able to puncture the witness's statement on oath. Now, if you notice in what happened today in court, nothing of that nature was done, which simply states that it was an excellent cross-examination, because the LP lawyer said, no re-examination from me, my lord. So re-examination is only going to help you. Like, for example, if after you're like, oh, this guy did not answer this question well, they'll be thinking this, okay, you will now come in to re-examine that witness so that he can clarify some areas to remove any iota of doubt that the judge may have, or any punctures that may have been, brought in place. So I don't know, but somebody else told me that, babe, we may just be wasting our time. And I'm like, hey, Jerome, why would we be wasting our time? They were like, oh, they may just allow us fool ourselves, because it was the same persons that said, go to court. But the truth is, I think I would have to salute the LP lawyers. They are really trying. I give them hand like, salute for you guys because they know the law and they are following it. Now, there was something I forgot to mention, which the doctor did before he started, before the cross examination started. He equally prayed the court to amend his statement because of the contrary or the contradiction with reference to the dates. Now you can actually do this. These are errors. It could be typographical, it could be that okay, memory failed you, you could not remember. But you need to make sure that the court is aware before anything starts so that the new document with that amendment can come in. So it just shows you that the court recognizes that man is fallible, man is prone to make mistakes. So don't say, I've already given this statement. I just remember now that it was Saturday night, it was not Sunday night. You can call your lawyer, tell your lawyer, this thing I just said, I just realized now that, oh, I'm wrong. Oh, let's correct it in court because even dates can be detrimental to your case. For example, if you look at Shetima's case, you will see that that double nomination is coming up because he accepted a particular position before rejecting, or he accepted a particular nomination before he rejected another. So it is the dates that would help the court to know whether or not that is true. So we have just started. I hear the court says it's 3 weeks for this hearing, which is accelerated hearing in my own opinion because I know LP asked for 6 weeks and I think PDP they were begging for like 12 weeks or something like that. So let's see, guys. I'm just adjusting my car because I'm like, it's gonna be a very smooth ride. The only advice I have for you is stay calm and keep praying. Tell God to deliver Nigeria. We have suffered enough. If I were you, because this is the judiciary, is the hope of the common man. If I were you, pray for Nigeria. Don't murmur, don't grumble, don't moan about the situation alone. Pray for Nigeria. Nigeria will be good again. All right, and the case was adjourned for tomorrow, 31st of May. So follow me, guys. Tomorrow it go hot, it go hot, it go hot. So follow me, okay? On all of my handles: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and of course, share, subscribe. Help my ministry. If you have any question, put it in the comment section. I'm coming there right now. Bye.